The follow-up to Knives Out has Daniel Craig returning to the role of Detective Benoit Blanc. This time around, he and a group of other well-off individuals are invited to a private Greek island of a tech billionaire to play a murder mystery game. Naturally, more is happening under the surface. Glass Onion is one of the most purely fun movies released this year. It has a great build-up that does a good job at developing the ensemble of characters, making you guess at who the killer will be, who the victim will be, and what certain motivations are. It also does a good job, albeit sometimes a predictable job, at foreshadowing events and moments for later in the movie. It takes a little while for the inciting incident to happen though. In a great move, however, there is a twist in this regard. A slight spoiler is that the victim is not at all who I expected it to be. This kept me on my toes, expecting anything to happen. This is a classic style murder mystery that's deliberately subverting expectations to a certain extent, twisting the formula just a little bit while still retaining its Agatha Christie style roots and homages. Daniel Craig is likeable once again as Benoit Blanc. This time around we get a better view of him outside of his detective role, really fleshing him out just a little bit more and making him a far more intriguing character. The supporting cast are perhaps even more interesting, which is a good thing. They're well developed, well written, well acted, and they each have unique personalities that they bring to the table. Glass Onion really ups the extravagance from Knives Out. This is a far brighter and more colourful movie due to its setting and location. Its sets and props are outlandish and bold, veering on breaking the reality of the world. It's a movie that constantly feels as though it's about to go too far, but manages just to skirt that line. I have yet to decide if I like that or not. In addition, Glass Onion also ups the comedy. The comedy is good, it's funny, but I do think there's a little too much of it, sometimes breaking what could have been a tense or dark sequence. Sometimes the comedy feels unnecessary too, adding little to things. At other times, the jokes and the humour are very well done, with subtle gestures and looks and acts adding to events and moments. Glass Onion is a very fun, very thrilling, very interesting movie. Its cast of characters are fantastic. Its comedy is mostly good. Its sets are great if a little too extravagant, and it's a movie that teeters on the edge of reality, perhaps a little too much. As a sequel to Knives Out, it's a good one.